Between these lips, we're bringing all the smoke, but you ain't hear it from us.
What's good, y'all? Let's talk about baddies. I think it was kind of crazy what was going down as far as like them giving out evictions. I thought that was wild. Who gives Rolly the right to give out an eviction to anybody? And then Natalie, you're gonna sit there and act like it's okay. It was almost like she let Biggie have the control there. Like, I thought that was wild. But I'm happy that they ain't going for it.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I thought that was kind of weird, and Biggie just kept saying, that's in the contract, and I'm liable to think that in the contract you really can't touch nobody else's stuff, and like that's a different type of violation. So I don't even understand why that came about. It just really was giving Bad Girls Club.
Mhm.
Right. And even though they gave evictions, they still could have gave evictions. That wouldn't have been a violation. The violation was that she actually touched Biggie's stuff. Like, this girl actually went in Biggie's room and packed up her suitcase. Like, first of all, I think I would have been more mad, not even so much of her having the purse, because you know how she was making a big deal about the purse, like, oh, don't touch my purse costs more than what you can afford or whatever. I would have been more so pissed off that you had the nerve to pick up my stuff and put it in my suitcase. Like, don't touch anything of mine, do not
Yeah.
move any of my things around. Like, I would have been pissed. Not so much
Yeah.
that she had picked up my purse, of course I would be mad about that, but the fact that you went up in my room, in my own personal space, and started picking up my things, oh yeah, nah. It would have been on a puppet. Biggie was acting so scared. Like, I just didn't really understand it. When E.T. confronted her and was being all extra and, basically giving her like the vibes like she want to fight, I feel like Biggie was acting real scary. Like,
Mhm.
she was sitting there acting like, oh, but I don't have a problem with you. And I agree with, like, I think it was Suki when they was like, well, you talking about you don't have a problem with her, but she pushed you. Like, what you mean? Like, you don't know this girl. You know her enough that this girl pushed you. Like, come on now.
I think like
So
she probably would have.
I
Oh, go ahead.
am, I don't know, because the way I feel about it is, yeah, she pushed her or whatever. But again, even when she pushed her, she was like, "What the hell? I've never had an issue with you." Da 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 da. So to me, I partially feel like the reason why she didn't have no heat with her was because she really don't understand where the beef is coming from. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know that I necessarily would have been especially if I don't know if it happened or not. If, like, I know she got hit, but I don't know if those words were said, because it didn't. You can't hear it whenever the action happens. You don't hear him say that. So it's just like, yeah, I would be baffled too. Now, would I be sitting there and trying to extra explain myself? No, I wouldn't. I would just fight on the strength because you think I did something. Regardless, like, you think I did it even though I didn't do it. Let's go ahead and fight and hash this out. She did too much explaining of all of that.
Like, she was scared.
Mhm. Mhm. I just think that she was probably gonna like. I think she may have also been scared because maybe she thought she was gonna get jumped. Because I'm sure if she really were to do some damage to Scarface, like something tells me like I feel like Rolly would have jumped in for sure. Because like look what happened when Krishan was fighting Slim that one season, and Rolly was so quick to jump in because she knew her friend was getting beat up, and maybe she just didn't want to have to fight two people.
Yeah, but see, I guess I might look at it a little bit differently than y'all, because I understand that there was no issue, but the moment you pushed me, it was an issue. Like, you put your hands on me. Like when you put your hands on somebody, that's like fighting, not fighting words, but you get what I'm saying, like that type of level. Like you pushed me, then I should be able to push you back. Like I really can't let that go that you put your
And,
hands on me. Like that's gonna be
and
on my mind for a minute.
that's what makes me kind of laugh about it, because I'm like, she put her hands on her technically, but she didn't ball her fucking fist up, she pushed. So to me, that kind of like, depending on the situation, that really would have made me laugh inside, because I would have been like, damn, the bitch pushed me, she didn't even fucking ball her fist up and hit me. You know what I mean? So like I could also see that, not even because it was a push, it wasn't a. And then the way she said it is, the reason why it looked like it was so hard was because of whatever, whatever, whatever. So if that is to take an account, then it really wasn't even as bad of a push as what we were even seeing it was. So like, I don't know. I don't. If she would have balled her fist up, like, and hit her or slapped her in her face, you know what I'm saying? Like, then yeah. But I'm like, a push. I don't know, cause I would really laugh at a bitch for something like that.
Man, listen, note to everybody, don't push me. Because if you push me, I'm gonna have to put my hands on you back. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to push you back. I'm like, nah, something, because I'm telling you, it's gonna sit on my mind. Like it is going to be sitting on me forever that I allowed you to push me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
Yeah,
there would have to be a reason that I did not come back and do anything. I don't know you. If I
I
don't
just
know you, like
it.
you shouldn't be
I
putting
just
your
don't.
hands on me at all.
Right, but I just don't feel like. See, it depends on the situation, but for me, I don't feel like that's no real beef. So there would have been nothing for me to be heated about, for not for that situation, not for me.
Right.
Well, for me, I'm the type person like if you call me out of the blue and I do not have any beef with you and I don't even know you, and you if it was like if I was Biggie and ET pushed me, 9 times 10 it would I would have to think like, did this girl really just push me? And it would literally replay in my head, and to the point that like I'm gonna go crazy because now it's like I had to realize, okay, you just pushed me. Now I'm gonna have to react. But
Right.
she didn't know her. She didn't understand what was going on. So I do kind of see Biggie's side because at the same time, it's like, okay, I see what you're trying to do. ET is coming on here. She already has a pattern. She's messing with people that she don't know, but then scared and asking for apology from the people who actually have beef with her, like Tasiki. Like, I don't get it. I
Right.
don't get it at all.
Right. Yeah, we just y'all two definitely have different thought processes on it, which kudos to you guys, because you guys will definitely solve things peacefully. My way, it's gonna be, it's drama and it's up at that point, like unless there is an apology, like it's kind of up at that point, because not even that, like this national TV, like you ain't about to be punking me, on TV like that. Like nah, it ain't going down like that. um but yeah, I did get like, she did give me just like scared vibes though of ET, just because of how she reacted. Because even when they were telling her, like, yo, she's in your room, go. And she's like, but she's not supposed to touch my stuff. Like, I wouldn't even been sitting here talking about that.
Right.
Like, I would have been gone up there, like, like, get your hand off my stuff. Like, we would have been fighting right there. If I would have seen you with my stuff, there ain't no talking. I would have snatched my stuff from you. And when you try to snatch it back, it would have been on and popping. Like, there ain't no way. Either that or I'm coming to your house and I'm taking your stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Mhm.
Like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. And then, but I'm happy though, first of all, when Biggie got that note from Rolly, I think she thought it was gonna be an apology or something like that. That's why
I
she was
did
like, I'm
too.
gonna read it on my own time. because she thought this was about to be like a sweet message from Rolly,
Mhm.
apologizing for everything that she did,
I,
and
I I don't know. I don't think that she thought that at all. I don't know why she would think that. What would give her any inkling to think that it was going to be a no apologizing?
because Rolly wasn't even going off on her at that point. Like, it was a note. Like, usually, if somebody
Mhm.
gives you a note, like they're saying something like personal to you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, people take their time to write out a
Mm-mm,
note so they can write out their feelings, their
mm-mm.
thoughts. Kind of like, like nowadays we don't write notes, we'll send an email. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you
So
got something long to say,
So I don't, I'm not going for it, and I don't think she was going for it either. I don't think for 1 second, because right after she said, "Don't worry about it," Biggie was talking shit. She wasn't cussing Biggie out or nothing, and she wasn't like, but she was like, "Nah, don't even worry about it because I'm about to serve her with this. I'm about to serve her with this." So she already knew that whatever it was not going to be good, because Rolly had already said, "Don't even worry about it because I'm about to give her this note." So there was no way in Biggie's mind that she was possibly going to that was going to be something good. She wasn't. She just wasn't going to open it because she already knew it was going to be something to be trying to clown her in some way, shape, or form. She was like, "I'll read this on my own time." That's how
I
I
mean,
saw
that
that.
that could have been it. That definitely could have been it. I just got in my mind. I just felt like she was thinking it was gonna be something good.
But Rolly said it. She said, "Don't," because she had just got finished getting into it. And Rolly said it. "Now don't even worry about it because I'm about to serve her with this." And she was said a whole bunch of other stuff. So Rolly had already gave her hints that it wasn't going to be good before she even handed it to her. That's why I'm
And
saying there's no way she could have thought it was going to be something good.
and I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like another reason why I felt that way is because I really think that Biggie wants to be on good terms with Rolly. So I don't know. In my mind, I just felt like she was looking at that like it was probably gonna be some type of like olive branch or something like that.
Yeah. I
Because
thought
Cause
so
she,
too.
Smiley got served with hers, and now you gonna get served with yours. And she already know that everybody don't like Smiley, so I don't know why she could have ever possibly thought that it was gonna be good, because Rolly said all that before she even gave her the note.
she gave her the note. I'm trying to remember
She
the
was walking
logistics.
up. She was. They were. They. She had just got. Biggie had just got done yelling with ET, and
I was gonna say, but
Rolly
I don't
started
even know.
Rolly started interrupting and said, "Nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm about to serve her with this." Smiley already got served. Da 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 da. Blah 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 blah. I'm about to serve her with this paperwork, and she went over there, got the paper, and gave it to her. There's no way Biggie thought it was going to be good
I
news.
don't even think Biggie was even paying attention to Rolly and
That's what
what
I'm
she.
about to say. Cause Biggie
Yeah,
was talking the entire
right.
time.
I don't even think she was paying attention to what Rolly had going on. Like I really don't, because Biggie was in the midst of arguing. You had what's her name, Suki, going back and forth. People going back and forth with everything. I just really don't think she even acknowledged, what Rolly was really even saying.
I guess we're gonna see. I guess we're gonna see when they play back those little when at that moment what she was thinking.
Mhm.
Or I mean, if she tells the truth, or I didn't watch her reaction to the episode yet. I think that would probably be something real good to check out because she'll probably say what she was thinking,
That's
when that note came to her.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't watched it, but that we have to rely on her to be honest about that as well too. Because she might, because now she know what it is, she might throw something else in there. But yeah, I'll check it out and I'll see. But
Yeah.
I thought it was really wild that Natalie allowed that.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just I don't know. It was just so weird. So weird.
Part of the reason that they made a big deal about about Biggie and getting her out was because they said that she had the guy um hit ET which from the footage I saw, it don't look like he hit ET in the back of the head. And from what everybody else is saying, they don't agree that's what happened. But how are you gonna say that she has to be evicted because she brought somebody in when Mariah Lynn brought somebody from the outside?
True. True.
Right.
Yep. True.
So
Exactly.
how is it okay that Mariah Lynn did it and she doesn't have to get out, but supposedly Biggie did it, and she says she doesn't know what happened, etc. Supposedly Biggie did it, but she gotta go. Like,
Right.
make it make sense.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
that is I don't know what's going on, but there's like some type of weird behind the scenes something that we don't know about.
Well,
right.
I felt like E.T. already told like four different versions of that story. If y'all like, did y'all notice that? Like,
I
one minute
did.
she's one
Y-
like
Yeah.
one minute she's like saying like, oh yeah, like he was talking about some, oh yeah, you better know who the F I am and everything. And then she said that he said a big Biggie. But then another time she said, oh well, he said that he's with Biggie. Like I don't. It was like, girl, which one is it? And then on top of that, Rolly acts like she was there. Like you weren't even there. She like ET told you the story. You weren't
Right.
even there. ET confirmed that the only people that I think seen it was Camilla, and then
And
was it Sapphire? I think that was in the
and did
video
you
next
see
to
how
her.
Camilla was like, nah,
Yeah,
nah.
I seen that at first too.
But
I was
then she
like,
come back. She did come back and say she did see it.
yeah,
But
But she didn't
yeah,
say she heard that he said that though.
right. She said that she just knew that she was supposedly hit or something like that.
Something.
But but you are right though. Like, I did notice that in this episode, she switched that story up a couple times.
Yep.
hmm
Cuz I remember thinking that to myself, like, that's not what you just said a minute ago.
And honestly, Biggie looked surprised for real.
She did look surprised, but I do remember ET doing a live, right? So it makes me, that's why we need to watch Biggie's episode about this, because she did say that Biggie denied it, but when they went to Jamaica, that Biggie came up to her and said she did know the guy.
yeah, because
So
I felt like I already peeped that she was lying.
who, Biggie?
Yes, because remember when when ET first confronted her as soon as they got to the house, like Biggie was like, or no, ET said, Biggie, why did you have someone at the club holler at me? Biggie said, someone hollered at you. Like if you knew that you didn't send anybody, wouldn't you automatically be like, I didn't send nobody? But it's like how she said it, and then it was like the fake like surprise faces. I wasn't believing it. I was like, she know that she probably bought somebody, but I don't think she brought somebody in the intention to harm anyone. I think she was surprised about that when she said
I'm with
someone
you
hit
there.
you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying that she didn't know that she had people there. What I'm saying is that she looked shockingly surprised that the incident occurred.
I
Yeah.
I think, you know what I think what happened? I think she told Dude that ET pushed her. She had a conversation with Dude, because why would he target ET? Makes no sense, right? Because she
Mhm.
don't know ET. She doesn't know her to have a problem with her. So why would somebody say Biggie's name and then target her for any reason, even if it was just to talk junk to her? Like,
Mhm.
it makes no sense. So I think she told Dude that ET pushed her, and Dude probably acted on his own. I don't believe she told him, "Oh, go ahead and hit ET." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
I
he's a
don't
man.
think that either. I don't think that
Right.
either.
But I think she told what happened and he acted on his own.
Right.
Yeah.
So she knew that the dude was there and the dude had a problem with ET. That I believe she knew. But as far as it being hit, you know what though, to be honest with you, she might have even known that happened after the fact.
Mhm.
Because dude might have said to her, "Oh, I
Yeah.
popped her in the
I
back of
bopped
the
her.
head."
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, dude might have said that, and she probably was like, "Damn, why'd you do that?" You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Right.
And had to go ahead and cover it up with, "Oh, I didn't know that that happened to you. I didn't know." Like,
Right.
real talk, she just like Sukiana said, like, listen, because everybody in the house like, I would never do it. Suki was like, I would. She was like, I would, and I would let you know I did it because if you mess with me, like, it is what it is. I'm gonna send my whole family up here. So
Mhm.
for me, I do wish Biggie, because that makes Biggie look bad, that you just sat
Right.
there and lied about this. Like, you
Mhm.
know what you should have been? You should have been like, listen, I told my friend what happened. I didn't tell them to do it. They did it on their own. I apologize because if I have an issue with you, I can handle it myself. It wasn't, for them to do. So I apologize on their behalf. Like that, I don't see there's anything wrong with that.
Right.
Yeah.
You would have been real about the situation and what happened instead of being like, I don't know what happened. I don't know. Like, you just make it look worse on yourself. And then her, she going off and going crazy. Like, girl, it's not that serious. You act like the dude friggin' clocked you in your face.
Yeah.
Like, what, he
Mhm.
didn't hit you hard enough, trust me. Because if he hit you that hard, me and you wouldn't have been in the club together hanging out. If this dude hit me hard in the back of my head and said, Big Biggie, I was coming to you right then and there. Why did this girl wait a whole day to bring this up?
Yeah.
Like, make that make sense. You decided to go back to the house to tell Rolly about it and to
Mhm.
confront me the next day when you so big and bad. Come to me right then and there. But she did say, when I'm in a club, I'm cute, I'm pretty, but you're not. Not
Exactly.
with that outfit. Did you see that outfit? It was like, what are you wearing? That was like what I wore when I was like 16 years old. Like, what are you wearing to your like friggin' high school spring dance or something? Like, it was like, oh my goodness. This girl's wardrobe, she needs a stylist
I feel
bad.
like she should have like at least told her castmates, especially the people that she's cool with. Like, if somebody were to bop me on the back of my head like that, especially a dude, I'm going crazy. It's like I'm gonna let everybody know, even security. I'm gonna go wild and be like, "Get this person out of here. He just hit me." Like, but she just let him and then said, "Don't do that again" or something like that, and then just walked in the
And
club.
went on about her night. But you know what's so crazy? Because there were other baddies behind
What?
her. There were
Yeah.
other baddies behind her. So whoever was behind you would have saw him hit you in the back of the head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So like that doesn't even make sense. I don't really believe she was hit in the back of the head. I think she was definitely confronted and things were said to her, but I kind of don't believe she was hit in the back of the head. But I may be wrong.
I think maybe
She
like
just
somebody muffed her or something, but nobody hit her.
mhm. I just feel like she'd be over exaggerating stuff. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. I'm sick of her. I'm really sick of her, y'all. Be honest with you. I'm so sick of her. They better not bring her back again next year. They better not.
I have a feeling they are.
Oh my goodness, they better not. I seen today that Selena Powell girl was saying that she's on the next season of Baddies.
She is? Oh wow.
Yep, she said that on
Wow.
on her Tasha K interview that she's on the next season of that.
That'll be really interesting.
And I'm thinking like, I know Natalie gonna be mad you put that out because now we better not see you at the auditions acting
I
like you
know.
right.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, acting like you auditioned and when we know you already been told you got it. She was like, "Yeah, I told Natalie I don't want to fight," and Natalie says, I won't have to." And Tasha K's like, you won't have to." Like, Natalie's gonna sick them girls on you. She's like, "Yeah, I know." Well, Smiley and Mariah sister, when they fought, why it looked like Mariah sister was getting the best of her?
She
And
definitely
she's so
was.
tiny.
She
She's so
definitely was.
tiny.
She
Yeah,
definitely was.
I was like, and I'm thinking to myself, Dad, Mariah, you act like you so big and bad, but your sister, she the one that is doing something to Smiley because you don't never do nothing to Smiley.
right.
But your sister, oh, she was ready. She was definitely
Oh
ready. But I
yeah,
thought the
she
fight was really, really
definitely.
weak still.
I don't know if y'all noticed, but when they were fighting, I think it was right before they did the second round. Did y'all peep Natalie trying to swing?
I did, and I've seen that, because I've seen it online where they did like a slow motion of it. And I wondered to myself, did Natalie know that that was Mariah Lynn's sister?
That's what I was thinking, because I'm like, maybe she didn't mean to try and buck at her, but she
But you know what I
she bucked.
but you know what I also thought when I saw that? That
Hmm.
that was just so fake to me because what was the point of bucking like the girls could see you? Like you made it look like, oh, I'm about to jump in here, I'm about to do this, whatever. But then you step back. Like to me, that was just so fake. Like it
Yeah.
was so fake because you weren't gonna do anything. You was not gonna jump in that fight.
I
You wasn't
totally
gonna
missed
do.
it.
Oh, you didn't see that? Now I didn't see it
I
while I
didn't
was
even see
watching
it.
it. Yeah, I didn't see it while I was watching it. I saw it because people had like played it in slow motion on social media. That's
Yeah.
how I saw it.
Yeah, I saw it the second time, like when I was watching the show, and I had to rewind. I'm like, wait, was she trying to jump in? And I do think it was probably just an accident. Like, well, first of all, like how you said, she wasn't gonna jump in. She really wasn't gonna do anything. But I think she meant to give that buck or whatever she did to Smiley and not Mariah Lynn's sister. Because that would make no sense if Mariah Lynn and Natalie are cool and then she bucks at her sister.
Right. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like it didn't make any sense. So I definitely was thinking like, okay, she didn't know that was her. But then also again, I don't even think she was really about to do anything. Like, I'm sorry. She wasn't about to do anything at all.
And did she have the chain on? Because were
I
they fighting for the chain or just fighting like,
Well, I think the sister wanted her get back. She wanted to like redeem herself. But
mm,
I don't remember if she had the chain on.
mm, mm, mm.
Yeah, I definitely don't remember that. There's been so much going on with them right now, as far as like Camilla going at it with ET and Biggie. Um, ET been going at it with everybody, really.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like the only person not getting into it with her from the other house is Sky, really. Sky's the
True.
only one that has not said anything online. Maybe because Sky's a grown ass woman.
Hmm.
So she ain't
And
trying to
plus, she doesn't want it with Sky. I don't
get
think she really wants that at all.
right. Like I was real surprised when she said F House B and
Me
everybody.
too.
I'm like, okay, girl, you really want a problem. But it's funny because she said all that and now she went and got a BBL today.
Oh my gosh, I saw that too.
Right. So
I was
now
shocked.
you're not gonna be able to even fight anybody.
And that's what people were saying in the comments. They were like, "Don't you use that excuse? Like, I just got my body done." Because first of all, we see Tasiki. She got her body done, and she was still fighting people.
Right. Right.
You better figure
Especially
it
after
out.
that, that SA, comment that she made with Tasiki.
Oh
Yeah.
Oh
man,
yeah. Mhm.
that
Yeah.
is. I cannot wait.
Me either.
Mhm. Yeah, like girl, you asking for it.
You sh-
Definitely.
She begged for it. She asked for all the king's horses and all the king's men. Like, cause
She
ooh,
definitely, yeah. They've been like the drama online, like, I think we said this last week. The drama online has been like Jocelyn Cabaret type drama, man. Like, I'm
yeah.
telling
Oh
you
my
right now,
god.
if we get to this reunion and it don't go down, these are a bunch of fraud people. Like,
Okay, because what? Because ain't no way that Taseki should be taking any of that. But the way she like, it was the audacity with ET because she was like, and I like how you're responding in under a minute. And like just her way of like her demeanor whenever she was saying all that, I was like, oh yeah, you gonna deserve every last bit of what you gonna get.
right, right. I mean, there's gonna be just so many different fights that is going to be going on. Like, it's going to be crazy. Like I said, the only people I feel like is not going to be getting to a fight is going to be Sky, and Saya. Those are the only people that are not going to be getting into anything because Tasiki said she want to beat up ET and DJ Sky, but DJ Sky said she wasn't coming, but we'll see. And
Oh yeah.
she got issues with Smiley. Smiley got issues with Mariah Lynn. She's got issues with Anna Mac. She's got issues with, I think, Rolly. Rolly got issues with Anna Mac. She got issues with Tasiki. She got issues with Biggie. Like, Biggie got issues with almost everybody. Like, it's just going to be crazy.
Ooh
Like,
wee.
I
it
can't
really
wait.
is going to be a House B versus House A.
Well, I can't wait for real because I honestly, I just want uh to see what Camilla's about to do because I love Camilla like from back in the day, and she has said to everyone like that she's not the one, and it looks like she's about to show why she's not the one again because I felt like she's really been trying to be a little bit, of course, mature and a little bit like just stay under the radar. She was such a hothead on her season
Mhm.
of Bad
Right,
Girls Club.
right,
But for real, the only reason why I was watching, the only reason why I wanted ET even on the show, was because to me, like I like rock, but towards like the season with Low and Kat and all of them, and Tommy, like I felt like she was doing sometimes a little bit too much. And I felt
right,
like I told myself, I'm like, somebody needs to go on the show and simmer her down. And I mean, I'm not saying ET can be the one to do it, but she can hold her own with Krishan. They've gotten into it before. She definitely held her own. So
right. Yeah, well, we missed out on being able to really see anybody put Krishan in her place.
I
Um,
know.
I think we're gonna be able to see somebody put Rolling in her place, but I can't wait for somebody to step up and put Natalie in her place.
Yep,
Like,
Oh my gosh,
that's
yeah.
the one I'm waiting on. Natalie, Roly, ET, because I'm tired of her, and I don't even know why she's on the show in the first place. So yeah, and then the whole time she's been on the show, she's been nothing but annoying.
Mhm.
right, like I'm ready. Like, I'm telling you, in reality, whole House A can get it. Like, for real.
Right.
Everybody in House A can get it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, and I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, minus Suki and Sapphire, because I don't really have those type of thoughts about them.
But
I don't even,
they're really not even technically there per se.
right. And that's what I was gonna say. I don't really count them as being House A, to be honest with you.
Mhm.
Even though Sapphire, she's a little like, at times, I still don't put her in the same category as the mean girls in House A.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see that at all.
I was just gonna comment on Smiley. Like I realized how quick she was to fight Mariah Lynn's sister, but like with everybody else in the house, it was like she didn't really want to fight. She didn't really want to
Uh,
fight Rolly. She didn't really want to fight
yep.
Suki. But she's so quick when it comes to like the little ones.
And Anna Mac said that too. She said that.
Mhm.
She
Hmm.
brought it up.
Which is definitely true. I definitely want to bring up, that we saw in this episode when House B was all together. They were in there singing, like, we are family. They were really enjoying each other's time.
Yeah.
Whenever House A gets put into the picture, it is drama,
They
drama, drama.
gossiping, talking
Y-
shit about everybody. And it was never like they talking about I just wanted to be peaceful, but they all talking shit about everybody.
Right. So
Mhm.
you can really see the difference in, both houses and see that house A is really low vibrational. Like
Yeah.
they really have low vibrations. That house is so negative, and even when you come over and be around with house B, you bring negative energy. Like they were good over there. They were having a good old night, enjoying each other's company, and then you guys
Mhm.
come and ruin it all. And to be honest, they were even enjoying themselves with Smiley, who
Mhm.
Right.
they can't stand either. But yet they
Right.
still was able to be over there and enjoy their self. Now, however, this is what I do want to say, that they, kumbaya and they get along great, but they do not have each other's back the way House A has each other's back.
No.
Mhm.
House A will ride for everybody in House A. They will make up lies to ride with everybody in House A. But House B, they get along so great, but you will not stick up for your fellow roommate for nothing. And I find that
For
to be crazy.
Well, for me, I really don't find it to be crazy because House B, everybody is just we don't have any issues with each other, but at the same time, everybody's for themselves because House B has enough sense to know that everybody in House A is all going to get together. So even if everybody in House B was to get together, it's not going to do anything because everybody in house, it's Natalie and her minions. You see what I'm saying? So, and I don't want to do too much speculation, but I definitely want to say that there's some type of hold, and I'm not going to specify that Natalie has over House A, but they're definitely her minions.
I just really feel like I'm going to give an example. When the evictions came out and they said, "Oh, Biggie, you need to go." I feel like House B should have had her back on that, because you don't even live in this house with us. How are you going to kick us out when you ain't even living on this side with us? We only see y'all when we go to the club.
Right,
And y'all are the ones that are starting all the problems. So how are you going to kick me out from being over here when you're not even over here?
right. Now, I do feel like they should have had her back on that.
Yeah, and I think that's more so like, and I'm not talking about having their back on regular fights. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
when ET pushed her down, that wasn't something that they need to have her back on. You know what I'm saying?
right,
But when they are doing something like that, or when they're saying something that they know is wrong, like speak up. You know what I'm saying? Like speak up, because if those are your people, speak up. Like this is who I'm riding with. These are the people that I'm having my fun with and enjoying my time with. Like speak up.
How I feel, I guess, is that like I don't know, like if I were to quote unquote like speak up, it would just more so be like I would just look at it as like she's grown and she should be able to handle herself. Now, if she came to me and looked at me in a way like you're not gonna say anything or whatever, like she needs me to step in, then yes, because then now she's asking me to. But she looked like she could handle her own. She wasn't bothered by the note. She was only bothered when that girl started touching her stuff. I don't think
Right.
anybody, I don't even think anybody took that note serious besides Rolly. Because I would have laughed. I would have literally, if I were to her, I would have been tore it up right in front of her face. But when you touch
Mhm.
my stuff, then it's like, yeah, like, then I feel like somebody should have stepped in. Because when Biggie was going upstairs, I think it was all of what, House A that was following her upstairs. Even Sapphire was telling her, go get your stuff, go get your stuff. So nobody, at least I didn't recognize like if anybody from House B noticed like that Scarface was touching her stuff. Because I feel like I would have said something for sure about that part, but that's if I seen it. But no, I would have just let her handle her thing because if I jump in, then it's an issue with me. And what if Biggie don't have my back like that? So, and we don't know how cool they are. Anna Mac already had a little tussle with Biggie, so we don't really know how close they are in the house.
Right. Well, I get that. I just feel like they should just have some more unity. That's just like my thought process of it. Like, House A sucks, but they have unity in that house. Like, they're horrible people, but they have unity. House B, they have great, energy, but there's just no unity there.
Mhm.
I'm a little disappointed with Tasiki, to be honest with you. I'm gonna be real serious with you because Tasiki came on, she did what she did at the beginning, and now she's just floating on by.
Mhm.
And like, girl, you acted like um you was gonna do so much more than what you did.
Yeah, like I felt like she shouldn't have apologized to ET. Like for what?
Facts for what?
When she took
Like,
off her purse, I really thought she was about to do something, but I was actually disappointed. I was really disappointed.
yeah, and it's just like I've been saying about some other things, just giving fraud to me. Like, you knew you wasn't about to do nothing. Like, you knew
You
you was.
think so?
I don't know, man. I'm just getting fraud. I'm just getting fraud with so many things. Like, it's like, okay, you're doing this for TV, like just giving us like a moment, like, ooh, she's about to do it, and then it was nothing.
Oh
Like,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
That's true. That's
yeah.
how I've been feeling.
It could have been a whole setup. Like, that all could have been a whole setup. Like, I don't know, man. I'm just getting fraud with a lot of stuff.
Mhm.
But yes, I'm excited for next week's episode. As I always say, I can't wait till they get to Jamaica. Thank y'all for tuning in. Bye.
And you heard it here, between these lips. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, and leave a comment if you enjoyed the video.